मैं डॉक्टर नीलम गुप्ता, बीएससी पार्ट 1 पेपर 1 मैकेनिक्स 1 का अगला टॉपिक स्टार्ट करेंगे। आज हम ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन एंड एडिशन ऑफ वेलोसिटीज। पिछली कक्षा में हमने लॉरेंज के स्थिति रूपांतरण समीकरणों का अध्ययन किया था। लॉरेंज के स्थिति रूपांतरण समीकरणों का अध्ययन करने के पश्चात अब हम यह निकालना चाहते हैं कि यदि कोई कण एक निर्देश तंत्र में किसी वेग से गतिशील है और दूसरी निर्देश तंत्र पहली निर्देश तंत्र के सापेक्ष यदि v नियत वेग से धनात्मक x अक्ष के अनुदिश गतिशील है, तो उस दूसरी निर्देश तंत्र गतिशील निर्देश तंत्र में कण का वेग और पहली निर्देश तंत्र में कण के वेग का क्या रूपांतरण समीकरण होगा, x एक्सिस, y एक्सिस और z एक्सिस के करस्पॉन्डिंग। तो हमने यहाँ कंसीडर किया कि मान लो हमारे पास जो कण है उसका s निर्देश तंत्र में जो वेग है वो u है। चूंकि वेलोसिटी हमारी वेक्टर क्वांटिटी है, इसलिए हमको पता है कि उसके तीन कंपोनेंट होंगे, x एक्सिस, y एक्सिस और z एक्सिस के करस्पॉन्डिंग। सपोज द कंपोनेंट ऑफ वेलोसिटी अलोंग द x एक्सिस इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय ux, दिस इज इक्वल टू dx अपॉन dt, रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ position of the particle along the x-axis. Similarly, the component of velocity along the y-axis is denoted by uy. This is equal to dy upon dt, and the component of the velocity of the particle along the z-axis is dz upon dt. This is denoted by equation number 1. As we have already considered that the s dash frame is moving along the positive x-axis with respect to s frame of reference with constant velocity v. So, by considering the Lorentz transformation of coordinates of the particles as x dash is equal to alpha x minus vt, y dash is equal to y or z dash is equal to z, and t dash is equal to gamma of I'm sorry, this is not gamma, this is alpha t minus vx upon c square. So as we already considered that s dash frame is moving with a constant velocity along the positive x-axis and there is no change along the perpendicular axis like y or z. So the coordinates of the perpendicular axis remain same as y dash is equal to y or z dash is equal to z. If we consider the velocity of the particle in s dash frame is represented or denoted by u dash, then the component of this velocity along the x dash axis, y dash axis or z dash axis will be equal to ux dash is equal to dx dash upon dt, uy dash is equal to dy dash upon dt, and uz dash is equal to dz dash upon dt. As we have already discussed about the coordinates of the particle in s frame are represented by x, y, z and t, and the coordinate of the same particle in s dash frame is represented by x dash, y dash, z dash or t dash in my previous class. Now we are considering the differentiation of the equation number 2. That equation number 2 is the Lorentz transformation equation with respect to t. So by taking the differentiation of the equation number 2, the first equation will give us dx dash is equal to alpha dx minus v into dt. So dx dash upon dt is equal to alpha dx upon dt minus v. As we know, this dx upon dt is ux, which is the component of velocity along the x-axis. So it is represented as alpha within the bracket ux minus v, or dx dash is equal to alpha into ux minus v into dt. Dy dash is equal to dy or dz dash is equal to dz, not dt, it is dz. And the differentiation of the next equation, dt dash is equal to alpha dt minus v upon c square dx. We can take alpha as common, not common, it is already common. We can take dt as common. So alpha within the bracket 1 minus v upon c square dx upon dt into dt. This dx upon dt is again the component of velocity along the x-axis, which is denoted by ux. So here in equation number 6, this dt dash is equal to alpha into 1 minus v upon c square ux into dt. Now the equation number 4 and 5 will be divided by equation number 6. So you are observing that equation number 4 is dx dash is equal to alpha ux minus v into dt, and dy dash is equal to dy, and dz dash upon dz is equal to dz dash is equal to dz. So first I am dividing this equation number 4 by this equation number 6. So as we can observe, in the left hand side we will get dx dash upon dt. So this is equal to, you can observe over here, ux dash is equal to dx dash upon dt, which is equal to alpha. Here this is ux minus v into dt. So in the numerator we have alpha ux minus v into dt, and in denominator we have alpha into 1 minus v ux upon c square into dt, which is equal to ux minus v upon 1 minus v ux upon c square. It is denoted by equation number 7. The remaining alpha will be cancelled out and dt will be cancelled out. And the next equation, dy dash is equal to dy is also dy dash divided by dt dash. So the left hand side is dy dash upon dt dash is the rate of change of position along the y axis in S dash frame is equal to the component of velocity of the particle along the y dash axis. So this is equal to dy upon this alpha into 1 minus v ux upon c square into dt. So dy and dt will give you uy. So equation number 8 is uy dash is equal to uy upon alpha into 1 minus v ux upon c square. Similarly, we can also calculate the value of the uz dash. So this uz dash is equal to dz upon alpha into 1 minus v ux upon c square into dt, which is finally give you as again dz upon dt is uz. So uz dash is equal to uz upon alpha into 1 minus v ux upon c square. So equation number 7, 8 and 9 will give you the transformation of velocity of the particle from S dash frame to S frame. In all these equations, this alpha is equal to 1 upon under the root 1 minus v square upon c square. So equation number 7, 8 and 9 are also considered as Lorentz transformation of velocities and the relativistic law of addition of velocity. Now we consider the special cases, special conditions. So first of all, we are taking that if the particle is moving along with the velocity of light along the x axis in S frame, अर्थात यदि हम ये कंसीडर करें कि जो कण है हमारा S निर्देश तंत्र में x अक्ष के अनुदिश प्रकाश के वेग के बराबर वेग से गतिशील है, अर्थात x अक्ष के अनुदिश प्रकाश के वेग से गतिशील कण का यदि हम कंपोनेंट निकालेंगे तो ux क्या होगा? दिस इज इक्वल टू c. So again once we consider equation number 7. So this is our equation number 7, that ux dash is equal to ux minus v upon 1 minus vux upon c square. On substituting the value of ux is equal to c in this equation number 7. So what we will get? Ux dash is equal to ux minus v upon 1 minus vux upon c square is equal to c minus v upon 1 minus v into c upon c square. This c will be cancelled out with this c. So when you take c LCM, so c in the denominator here numerator again comes out in the numerator. So the c minus v will be cancelled out with this c minus v, and finally you will get ux dash is equal to c. By solving this equation, you will get that ux dash is equal to c, as the particle is only moving along the positive x-axis. So there is no component of velocity along the y dash or z dash axis. So this is equal to 0. That means the particle will also move with the same velocity in S dash frame. जिस वेग से कण S निर्देश तंत्र में गतिशील था, उसी वेग से कण S डैश निर्देश तंत्र में भी गतिशील है. इसका क्या मायने है? इसका मतलब है कि प्रकाश के वेग के बराबर गतिशील कण पर निर्देश तंत्र की गति का कोई भी प्रभाव नहीं होता है. The second special condition we are considering here, that if the velocity of the particle along the x-axis, that will be considered as ux, and the velocity of S dash frame with respect to S frame is very very small in comparison to c. यदि मान लो हमारे पास कण का वेग ux और S डैश निर्देश तंत्र का S निर्देश तंत्र के सापेक्ष वेग v यदि प्रकाश के वेग की तुलना में बहुत छोटा हो, अर्थात v ux upon c square is very, very small in comparison to 1. In that case, our gamma or alpha, whatever be the notation we are using, 1 upon under the root 1 minus v square c square is also approaches to 1. In that case, ux dash is equal to ux minus v, uy dash is equal to uy, and uz dash is equal to uz. Basically, these are nothing new equations. These are the Galilean transformation equation. The Lorentz transformation of velocities are valid for all velocity, but Galilean transformations are valid only when ux and v are very small in comparison to c. If s dash frame is moving, the third special condition for this case is if s dash is moving with the velocity of light c. इसका क्या मायने, यदि हमारा s डैश निर्देश तंत्र s निर्देश तंत्र के सापेक्ष v नियत वेग से यदि गतिशील है, उस v का मान यदि हमने कंसीडर किया कि यदि वह v अर्थात s डैश निर्देश तंत्र का वेग प्रकाश के वेग के बराबर है, तो क्या स्थिति होगी, तो कण का वेग s डैश निर्देश तंत्र में कितना होगा. सो ux डैश इज इक्वल टू ux माइनस v अपॉन 1 माइनस ux v अपॉन c square. This equation we obtained as the transformation equation of velocity along the x-axis. This is equal to ux minus c, as v is considered equal to c, or upon 1 minus ux upon c, because this c will be cancelled out with this c, so it remains 1 minus ux upon c. This is equal to minus c. What is the meaning of this? That means if addition of velocity is done in velocity of light c and particle velocity, then maximum velocity will only be c. अर्थात यदि हम कण का वेग और निर्देश तंत्र के वेग को जोड़ें तो भी जो अधिकतम वेलोसिटी है वह हमेशा सिर्फ और सिर्फ c के बराबर होती है. इसका मतलब प्रकाश के वेग से ज्यादा वेव और कोई संभव नहीं है. सो द मैक्सिमम लिमिट ऑफ द वेलोसिटी इज ओनली c. Now we consider the Lorentz transformation of acceleration. We have this equation as the velocity transformation equation along the x-axis. By differentiating this equation, we will get the Lorentz transformation of acceleration. By differentiating this equation, the left hand side is u dux dash is equal to, the differentiation of this right hand side can be done by u upon v method. Means denominators differentiation of numerator minus numerator differentiation of denominator upon denominator whole square. So the denominator remains as it is. The differentiation of this ux minus v is only dux, minus ux minus v remains as it is. Differentiation of this term, the one is 0 here, minus v dux upon c square over here upon 1 minus vux upon c square whole square. So in the next equation, dux dash is equal to dux minus v upon c square ux dux plus ux v upon c square dux minus v square upon c square dux. So what we can observe over here, as we consider this term is cancelled out with this term, because this is positive ux v upon c square dux and this is negative vux upon c square into dux. Here we have only two terms, this first term dux and this last term minus v square upon c square dux. We will take dux as common. So within the bracket what I will get, it is equal to 1 minus v square upon c square. So dux dash is equal to 1 minus v square upon c square dux upon 1 minus vux upon c square whole square. Similarly, we can also obtain the transformation equation of acceleration along the y-axis, as the velocity transformation equation is written as uy dash is equal to uy upon alpha into 1 minus vux upon c square. By the same method, we are differentiating this equation and we will get this equation, this term. Now we also know the time equation, that t dash is equal to alpha into t minus vx upon c square. On differentiating this equation, we will get dt dash is equal to alpha into dt minus v upon c square dx, or this is equal to alpha. We will take dt common out. So within the bracket what I will get, 1 minus v upon c square into ux into dt. dt we can take outside from the bracket. Now the equation number 2 and 4 are divided by equation. This equation number 2 and this is equation number 4. The equation number 2 and 4 are divided by the equation number 5. So what we will get? Dux dash upon dt dash is equal to 1 minus v square upon c square dux upon 1 minus vux upon c square whole square into 1 upon alpha into 1 minus vux upon c square dt. So one term we have 1 minus vux upon c square whole square over here, and another term is this. So 1 minus vux upon c square whole cube, alpha remains as it is. This dux upon dt is the component of acceleration along the x-axis. So this is equal to 1 minus v square upon c square ax upon alpha into 1 minus vux upon c square whole cube. As we know that alpha is equal to 1 upon under the root 1 minus v square upon c square. So as soon as when we substitute the value of alpha, we will get ax dash is equal to 1 minus v square upon c square to the power 3 by 2 ax upon 1 minus vux upon c square. So this is equation number 6. And equation number 4 is also divided. Equation number 4 is also divided by equation number 5. So the left hand side is duy dash upon dt dash is equal to 1 upon alpha 1 minus vux upon c square duy minus uy within the bracket minus v upon c square dux upon 1 minus vux upon c square whole square into 1 upon alpha 1 minus vux upon c square into dt. So this 1 alpha is here and 1 alpha is here. So 1 upon alpha square, or we solve this equation. So we will get the equation in this shape. So ay dash is equal to 1 upon alpha square, this ay upon 1 minus vux upon c square whole square plus v upon c square uy ax upon 1 minus vux upon c square whole cube. This is denoted by equation number 7, or this is the component of acceleration along the y-axis. Similarly, we can also write down the component of acceleration along the z-axis, which is denoted by equation number 8. So all these three equation number 6, equation number 7 and equation number 8 are the Lorentz transformation equation of acceleration. Again we consider the special condition. Say for example, if we consider if the particle appears at rest with respect to s dash, what is the meaning of this sentence? That means कि s dash निर्देश तंत्र में हमें कण कब स्थिर अवस्था में दिखाई देगा? जब कण का वेग भी निर्देश तंत्र के वेग के बराबर हो, अर्थात जब कण भी s निर्देश तंत्र के सापेक्ष v नियत वेग से धनात्मक x अक्ष के अनुदिश गतिशील है। तो उस स्थिति में हमारे पास ux क्या होगा कि कण s निर्देश तंत्र में सिर्फ x अक्ष के अनुदिश गतिशील है। तो ux इज इक्वल टू v, uy इज इक्वल टू uz इज इक्वल टू 0 एंड ux dash is equal to uy dash is equal to uz dash is equal to 0. From equation number 6, once we again consider the equation number 6, that this is equation number 6, 1 minus v square upon c square to the power 3 by 2 ax upon 1 minus vux upon c square whole cube. So we are substituting that ux is equal to v. So the numerator remains as it is, 1 minus v square upon c square to the power 3 by 2 into ax, and the denominator we have 1 minus vux upon c square. So ux is equal to v, so this is equal to 1 minus v square upon c square whole cube. ऊपर हमारे पास 3 by 2 की पावर में है, नीचे हमारे पास 3 की पावर में है. So finally what I will get, ax dash is equal to ax into 1 minus v square upon c square to the power minus of 3 by 2. This minus of 3 by 2 will give you alpha cube ax, where alpha is equal to 1 upon under the root 1 minus v square upon c square. Similarly, this ay dash is equal to alpha square ay and az is equal to alpha square az. So these are the special transformation equation of the acceleration under the special condition. So this is all for today.